All right, guys, you guys sent me this. Is called The Online Politics Apocalypse from Timothy Dingledark. Okay, looks interesting. It seems to centralize around Hassan and Destiny and kind of like really the slow war that has been developing over a period of time that is kind of finally coming to fruition, and we shall bask in its glory on the sidelines as we commentate on it and laugh and have a good old time and hopefully make some good money doing it. Let's be absolutely real. Okay. But yeah, it's from Tom Dark, The Online Politics Apocalypse. Let's watch this just so you guys know if at any point in this video you find a moment of it interesting, whether entertaining, whether it's funny or smart or whatever. Timestamp it down below. That helps me out a lot. I love you. Let's go.
Every day, it's something about Hassan, Destiny, Hassan, Destiny. Y'all stop talking to each other. Y'all start.
I agree with that. I don't know who this guy is. I agree. It is quite a build.
Or debate on stream about something, bro.
Saying that Morgan
True, do it.
looks like Jabba the Hutt while
She does, and it's deserved. And you want me to tell you why it's deserved?
I'm gonna be honest with you. That Frogan girl, I don't like her politics. She doesn't seem like a particularly good person, but she's not bad looking. Hold on. Oh, she's 27. Oh, shit. Okay. Anyway, she's not bad looking. I already knew that. I'm just busting chops. So, like, I don't know, man. Like, you know what it is? It's one of those things where it's like she seems to be like a nasty person, which makes her seem less attractive. But she's not bad looking. You know what I mean? So I am just saying, brothers.
Somebody can change the fact that they're fat. Someone can't change their race. And that's why if you have a problem with somebody body shaming you, then maybe don't race shame.
This is a cracker take.
That's kind of based, actually. Yeah, if you don't want to be body shamed, you can't put out that type of energy into the world and then expect it to not happen to you. You know, I don't believe in body shaming, but if you're gonna start off with disrespect, I mean, you're gonna get that disrespect back, and that is called karma.
Goes out and just says the N-word. This is what happens when you don't kill.
I don't like. See, that's one of the things is I think Destiny's like a very smart guy, but when he does stuff like that, I just find it to be so immature, and it's like, oh, come on, you know, you're really gonna do that? Like, why? Why? You know, it just seems. It's just so lowbrow. It's just like, so, I don't know. I personally don't like it. It's one of the things that makes me, you know, not go out and publicly admit I'm a Destiny fan. I enjoy the guy. He's smart, but I just feel like he's hurting himself every time he does something too edgy. You know, I don't know. Maybe I'm too sensitive, but I just think it's beneath anybody to be doing that kind of like behavior. You know, you're a 30-something-year-old man. He obviously has like an extreme amount of potential. Like he's been like fucking blowing up and shit. Just like Frogan too. Sorry, that was inappropriate. So it's like I don't know, man. It's just tasteless. Personally, I think it's tacky. Okay.
Every single slave owner after slavery.
No, debate isn't real politics. What real politics actually is me driving home from Starbucks in my $300,000 car so that I get in my $3 million.
Hey, you're supposed to be protesting Starbucks, Hassan.
House so that I can come into my $150,000 a month job to tell you about why socialism is the best thing ever.
Let me just explain something to you. I know that you guys are protesting Palestine because, or excuse me, I know you guys are protesting McDonald's because they donate money to Israel. I'm protesting McDonald's because it's too expensive, and Applebee's has a deal from 11 to 3 every weekday, I believe. That's like $10.99 for a drink and a meal with French fries. So, you know, I mean, that's that's really where I'm at.
It'd be so easy. Like solve all of our problems. Like we would have socialism at this point if someone just went out of their way and.
Whoa!
The online politics sphere is exploding right now. A war that began with Destiny fighting Ludwig has...
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, we're getting close to the next election, and then the politics blows up during that time, and then we go into hibernation. You know, that's kind of what it comes down to, especially with Trump. He's crazy, dude. It's going to be so entertaining, which is not good. Our politics shouldn't be entertaining. They should be boring. But hey, that's the life we've chosen.
Now escalated into literally every prominent and every completely irrelevant name throwing their hat into the ring. And it all started...
You better not be talking about me, suck a fool.
With Sean the Black. Or sorry,
Sean Del Black.
The CEO of Black People, he calls himself.
Incredible. Who would he... Shit, I used to have a great grandfather who said the same thing.
I cried laughing when I
like, we need to stay away from
He was watching Destiny on stream when he decided to encourage his audience to
unalive him.
And this is not like the denim
almost based. I'm just kidding.
clip where it at least sounded like she was joking. Sean sounds pretty serious here.
Just goes out and just says the N-word, which is not a surprise because he said the N-word on stream with its own face. Can somebody just like, it would just be so easy to just, it will save, like, solve all of our problems. Like, we would have socialism now at this point, right? We
Probably not, but
would have socialism at this point.
I mean, obviously his response is like disproportionate, and it sounds like he's probably, using Destiny's words as an excuse to be antagonist or provocative and go to a disproportionate degree. But I don't really care too much because this is kind of the energy of that community, right? It's like all these really intense and sensitive like jokes and going crazy, because obviously I'm assuming Destiny's saying that word as like a bit of a joke to him. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm not really offended for Destiny or anything like that. It's kind of I don't know, like that's that weird ass community, bro. Like everybody's so charged up and just being provocative for attention over and over again. Why else do you think he said the N-word? It was to be provocative for attention,
Point. If someone just went out of their way and
What did
it would
he
be so
say?
easy. This is what happens when you don't kill every single slave owner after slavery. They have children, and their children have children, and their children have children, and then their children have accidents that should have ended up on a sock, and it becomes destiny. That's what you get. That's what you get. When you don't murder every single slave owner, every single
That's
Ku Klux
crazy.
Klan member, and they have children, and those children have accidents that should have been aborted, you get destiny.
Funnily enough, Tristan Tate, of all people,
All right, that was a little intense, man.
responded with this. Pretty, I don't know, crazy, epic, whatever you want to call it. But this is a pretty insane clip. And if someone went out and did something in the name of Sean to Destiny, I would have no problem holding them at least partially responsible for whatever violent act occurred. Thus
Yeah, I mean that's a fair point to make.
far, nothing has happened. But as we're about to see, things are going to get more and more heated. Asmongold saw this clip of Sean acting like a lunatic and decided to respond with a pretty rational take.
Murder every single slave owner, every single Ku Klux Klan member, and they have children.
Yeah, I mean, like, he's definitely advocating for genocide. And the thing is that, usually in situations like this, it would be easy to say, like, oh, well, that's not.
Well, let's be real. Let's be like absolutely real, okay? Just hear me out, because I'm a German Jew. My people have never done anything wrong, and if they have, other forms of my people kind of equal that out. Okay, all right. But all slave owners were like European people, right? They came over here and stuff. Name one attractive European person, but not Billie Eilish. Can't really name. They're ugly as shit. Who cares if you know what I'm saying? It's just called eugenics, and there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just fucking busting chops. I'm being silly.
Really what he's doing, right? But he's saying it.
And Sean responds by saying, who knew saying we should have killed treasonous, immoral bastards for their inhumanity was a hot take? Which I guess is his post-hoc justification for why he said that people should go in Destiny. Which, by the way, is literally just another streamer he doesn't like. Normal guy, by the way, totally not mentally insane at all. This dude is a genius, and you should trust him. He's now tried to, like, walk it back and be like, well, I just said kill slave owners. But, like, as if I even need to say this. There are no slave owners alive right now in the United States, and whoever they're
Also, I'm not trying to be that guy, because it was a terrible practice that we engaged in. But like, who sold the white people to slaves? It's a terrible practice. It's not just a white person thing. People do it all around the world. It's a terrible, disgusting thing. Guys, hot take. No one will ever say this. Slavery never should have been a thing. I know, I'll say it. Because I'm brave. A lot of you guys aren't brave. A lot of you guys are cowards. Okay? I'm not a coward. I'll say it. I'm a strong man. Okay.
their descendants may be, they have nothing to do with slavery. It is ridiculous to even insinuate that anything should happen to anyone who's a descendant of, slave owners. You don't owe anyone anything just because you're white. That is ridiculous. But never fear, boys and girls.
I actually owe you some unwanted casual conversations on the line at Walmart. Oh, what you got there? Huh? That's what, as white people, that's what you owe people, okay? Because I do it all the time. I don't do that. My mother does it. That fucking drives me nuts.
My family came over to the United States after all of that went on. So I have a clean bill of slavery, guys, okay? I'm
Nice.
slavery free. I will not be
Nice.
paying reparations anytime soon.
Damn.
Now, given how harsh Twitch's ban policy is, you would expect this Sean dude would at least receive a temporary ban, but he
Yeah, I think that would be reasonable for them to give him a little slap on the wrist at the very least. So.
actually received absolutely no penalty for this.
Whoa!
Why? Well, of course, it's because he's on the left side of the political spectrum and is advocating a position that journalists don't have a problem with, so they'll
Yeah, probably.
never ban him. Twitch really is a fucking joke. And after the fact, this dude bragged about the fact he didn't get banned, and it's kind of hard to even really blame him when the platform he's on apparently supports this behavior.
Is this guy banned? Did they ban him?
Nope.
Let me see if they did.
Hello.
Clip's no longer available.
Hello.
No? That's
Hi.
crazy. If they don't ban this guy.
Everybody wave at Asmongold.
Yeah, it is pretty crazy. It's not exactly a good precedence to set, Yeah.
Hello. Hello. We're still here.
And you shouldn't be. You should have 100% got banned. Like, the fact that this guy
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that.
isn't banned is a disgrace. This is the one positive thing that I can keep in mind with a person like this, is that he will fuck up again, and eventually he will push it over the line, even for Twitch. I can guarantee that, like, this is not the last time that this person is going to say something stupid.
Like, you guys know,
That's probably true.
you guys know me, okay? We have a special relationship.
Yes, me and you personally.
And you know I'm a big anti-censorship guy, but if you're literally calling for violence, like, repeatedly on your streams, and it's clearly not a joke, like, you just do want this person to
Say bye-bye in Minecraft.
what the f am I supposed to say? People always talk about how crazy Kick is, but on Twitch you can apparently call for people's death, and that's
Well, Kick is obviously much more crazy. But Twitch, yeah, no, Twitch should be more outraged. I feel like in general, situations like that happen based on how much outrage there is, and I don't think a lot of people are very outraged by it. I'm not saying that they should or shouldn't be, but like when I hear something like that, like against like, oh, you should kill white people, which is basically what he's saying. I'm not interested. I don't care that much. It's just like, okay, and you kind of roll your eyes and you kind of move on. And so I think that that's part of the reason why nothing is really coming of this. You know, it's like that Boondocks episode when like when the guy's like, oh yeah, I'm white, you know what I mean? It's like I have that realization moment. I'm like, oh yeah, I don't really have to care, you know?
that's just totally
What
fine.
the fuck's
You're
happening?
gonna get away with it, as long as you're a leftist, of course.
Listen, I'll up the number, okay? 30K to anyone who will make this dip disappear and make Eve's breasts bigger, okay? You have to do both.
If any right-winger on Twitch said this about Hassan, they would have their life instantly ruined forever. But Denim's got away with it, and so did Sean DeBlack. And this also extends beyond this. There are some huge tweets, one of which just said, words can't describe how happy I am and how fortunate I feel to live in the timeline where Tumat died. But please, Lord, I need you to perform one more miracle for me. Please,
Damn, dude, that's sad stuff.
Lord, please, God Almighty.
I mean, too bad. I don't know. Doesn't seem like exactly a good person. It's a rough history of mental illness, we'll say.
Please smite down the streamer. I mean, it's kind of funny. Don't get me wrong. Like, I laughed at the tweet. But at the same time, this dude is wishing death on someone because he said a video game sucks. It's definitely getting crazier out there. Now, Sean would go on to backpedal a bit, saying, I never claimed your parents were slave owners. I claimed you were an accident that the world would have been better off without, and your dad made a mistake by not pulling out. Big if true. And I mean, if we just play the clip of what this dude said, he's clearly lying. Not even sure why, given it's a publicly available clip anyone can see.
This is what happens when you don't kill every single slave owner after slavery. They have children, and their children have children, and their children have children, and their children have accidents that should have ended up on a sock, and it becomes destiny.
But I guess he doesn't really stand to benefit from publicly addressing it, because then there's more reason for him to maybe be banned, right? And simply because the Drama Alert Twitter account tweeted this clip out, which, keep in mind, Sean posted publicly, Sean then ended up calling Keem a
Piddly diddly do.
I don't want to endlessly defend
What do you call him, a pedophile or something?
Keemstar. Frankly, I don't really want to defend him at all. But considering everything he's been saying, I would be happy if this Sean guy got served a lawsuit for defaming Keemstar, because this is just ridiculous. Thankfully, people picked up on his lying and started making compilations showing that the dude clearly called for the death of a streamer and then backpedaled after the fact. So at least there's that. At least we have this for the post-mortem analysis, I guess.
Can somebody just like, it would just be so easy to just, it was so like so.
It's interesting because it sounds like this person, Sean, the minority, he sounds like the kind of person who is not interesting at all. Right? There's nothing really going on with the guy. Nobody really cares to engage with him or his content unless he's being super provocative. And I feel like there's so many streamers that are just purely provocative, like centralized, like about being provocative. And that's the only way they get attention. And what they do is they constantly seek out being as provocative as possible for attention because that's all they can really do. It really is what it seems like to me. So
All of our problems, like we would have socialism now at this point, right? We would have socialism at this point if someone just went out of their way and it would be so easy. Whoa. But the weirdest part is like I never wished harm on Destiny. You know what I mean? And so I think they made it.
Yeah, you kind of did, but okay.
Took the I'll play the clip. I think they took the censored part where I censored myself and were like, oh, he's wishing harm on Destiny. Like
it's so funny to see stuff like this. It's like this is what you did. You did wish harm on him, and just be like, yeah, I did it, and just move on and don't care. You know what I mean? Like, don't be a coward. If you're gonna be an obnoxious asshole, own it. Because that's the part I don't respect. You know, just own it. Be a man.
I categorically, you know what I mean? When I censor
you know
myself,
I
don't say anything. Chat, spoiler alert for like behind the curtain. I don't say anything.
It doesn't matter. Even if you didn't say anything, which is probably not true, you're trying to get people to think you're saying something. So you're trying to put that thought into somebody's head. So
when I censor myself, I literally just mouth words.
It doesn't matter. You're trying to get people to think you're saying something egregious. So like that's the point.
Because it's funny. It's hilarious, right?
And from the attention
Like if a white person was like Yora and then put a censor mark over it, and like and the guy's like, I just said apple pie, you would be like, oh my god, that's a racist dog whistle. Let's be real, right? So shut the fuck up.
this dude is getting online, you would think he would be a pretty big streamer. Like, I'd never heard of him. He's a leftist streamer, so it's not really something I'm watching. Big surprise, I know. But I kind of expect him to be bigger, but apparently he only really averages like 500 viewers live, and he's originally a TikToker, which is hilarious.
Oh my god, me too.
And if he keeps slipping up like this, as Asmongold said, he will eventually be banned. Twitch will have to eventually. But for now, they're not doing anything. Funnily enough, a few people came in to hate on Sean. A very funny smorgasbord of people, a charcuterie board of interesting, eccentric individuals was presented to me. They came across my desk. Here we have Walter from Fresh and Fit to even Sneeko of all people. So that was surprising to see. When these guys are agreeing with Destiny and you are the person that they agree to hate with Destiny, you're probably acting pretty silly. So
Maybe. I mean, Walter is friends. Is friends with Destiny's.
Someone else who chimed in from the anti-social justice warrior side of things is the quartering.
I'm here.
This is the Sean the Black guy? This is it? Is he even really that popular? I mean, listen, like, guys, I probably have, like, what, maybe 205 viewers. But, like, like, there's, like, who gives a shit about viewership? I feel like what really matters is consistent, like, video views? No? Like, consistency in general? Like, he doesn't seem to have, yeah, like 238. Like, people, there have been people before, like, you know, I saw you, Tipster, a while ago. Oh, he only has like 60 viewers, so playing a video game at that time. It's like, bro, I make an actual, like, a good living doing this. And you guys are like, oh, well, you didn't get that many live stream viewers. Like, yeah, but my video views do well enough for me to afford a house. Like, so, you know, it's like crazy. I don't know, man. I just find it interesting. Just find it interesting that people are, because, like, this guy doesn't produce any content. Like, it was, the last video was like 9 months ago, that guy. It's like, what are you really doing? Like, who cares how many people you have to come onto your stream if you're not really doing anything, you know?
Be an intercourse with the lights fully on multiple times throughout the movie. If Disney doesn't do it, then they don't care about inclusion. What the?
Wait, what did I just miss? Did I miss something? Did I just go to the wrong spot? Holy fuck.
Say anything. Chat, spoiler alert, for like
funnily enough, a few people came in to hate on Sean.
I must have missed something.
A very funny smorgasbord of people, a charcuterie board of interesting, eccentric individuals was presented to me. They came across my desk. Here we have Walter from Fresh and Fit to even Sneeko of all people. So that was
Walter Weeks?
Surprising to see. When these guys are
Myron's boyfriend and husband?
Agreeing with Destiny, and you are the person that they agree to hate with Destiny, you're probably acting pretty silly. Someone else who chimed in from the anti-social justice warrior side of things is the quartering.
I'm here for it.
Oh my god, I didn't miss anything.
I want full-on, full nude, hardcore lesbian.
Why is this Jalen? Why is this Jalen AI voice being used here?
No cutaways to sunsets. It's gotta be sweaty, slippery, lesbian intercourse with the lights fully on.
Is this even that, or did Jalen actually voice this? Okay.
Multiple times throughout the movie. If Disney doesn't do it, then they don't care about inclusion. What the f?
He ended up calling this clip by Sean Black.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I'm so used. I saw the Mudahar video and someone else's video where there was tons of AI being used. So now I'm like AI brained. Like, oh, is this AI? You know?
Fragility. And then Sean went on to post a video of the quartering that looks like it's about, I don't know, 10 years old or something, where he talks about how computer techs will sometimes go through people's personal emails and find a list of material on them, which then gets reported. I don't know what this has to do with anything being discussed here. I guess he's just pivoting to some random bullshit to fire back and own him on Twitter.
It's more of a public service announcement than anything else. At the office this week, we had a situation where one of the techs came across some pictures on a customer's computer that were of the child pornography variety. I don't really know if there's any tech way to put that. So if you have things that you don't want computer techs to see, you know, you should delete them or rename them. You don't.
I mean, I wouldn't give that advice there. I think it's a good thing that they didn't delete that, because now you get to report them. But okay.
I want text to look at. You know, maybe change the folder name when you take it in if you can, or, you know.
I'll tell you, man, because I got a story for this one. I remember I had an old laptop. This was back in the day. I might have been like 12, 13, 14 years old. I think I was like 14, because I think that's how old I was when the first World of Warcraft came out. And this, you know, I just remembered that. I used to play on this laptop, my friend, and I couldn't play it anymore because I broke it. What I was doing, I was putting water on like a shelf above it, and it was stripping into the computer. So my mom brought it in and had it fixed up. And afterwards, turned out that I had a lot of porn on that computer, a lot of anime breasts, a lot of it on that computer. And my mother, you know, she didn't really shame me or say anything about it, because her thing was like, you know, he's a young boy. He's, you know, and but I remember she was telling her friend that, and he said, hey, at least he's not gay. But little do they know, what I look at when no one's watching. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not condoning it. I don't think it's necessarily right. I believe it's an invasion of privacy. So if you have these sorts of things, remember that computer techs do look at other things on your computer. It's
a little bit of it's a little bit of a report there. It's a little too empathetic to bad guys.
Sometimes it's by accident. Sometimes it's by curiosity. But just keep in mind when you take things in.
Shit, if I was a computer tech, I'd probably be looking through your fucking computer every goddamn day, brother. And I would never want you to do that to me, but I would do it because I'm a curious George. They call me.
You take your computer and you get it fixed. People look around on it, and you should make it really easy for people to find things.
I almost think the implication here is that the quartering himself is some kind of freak, but I don't really have a solid reason to believe that he is, so I'm not gonna, push that. Now, Sean himself has collaborated with Hassan Piker before, so with all of this going on, there was bound to be some involvement from the Young Turk himself. And of course, Hassan defended him.
I don't know if Sean is still in here, but apparently there's some drama. Apparently, Sean the Black is now the newest victim of the group of individuals that is very upset at anti-white racism.
Yeah, just to be clear, like we're at a point now where I think that we understand that anti-white racism isn't as bad as other racism because there's no power behind it, but it's intended to try to be provocative, and like that's what it is, and it's boring, and we all know what people are doing. They're just trying to be hateful with some kind of justification, and like that's it. That's the normal human being take. That's how people are feeling. They're like, oh, this is stupid, and that's why somebody like Hassan is like doing a little worse every day. I'm not sitting here saying I'm the most amazing fucking content creator or anything. I'm just saying like that's what it is. It's a disconnected baby take. Like you're sitting here pretending to be like, oh, I'm for the working class. The working class finds you fucking appalling. They think that this type of discourse is pathetic and it doesn't do anything to help anything. It doesn't help any type of racism. It's just trying to be like a bully online for fun. It doesn't help anybody. This isn't like, it's an unproductive conversation. Like if you're somebody that's like, oh man, systemic racism is bad, then why are you centralizing your time around trying to justify being mean to white people? It just sounds stupid. It redirects the conversation away from something that could otherwise be productive, like a real conversation about actual racism, no? So
somebody just like it would just be so easy to just solve all of our problems. Like we would have social.
I mean, it wouldn't, because this guy's entire content seems to be, hey guys, I'm oppressed and black. So if you couldn't do that, you wouldn't have a career. So I imagine you actually wouldn't want that.
But now at this point,
right? He's memeing and bleeping himself.
He's memeing and bleeping
everyone
himself.
Says everyone got very mad at him and said that
it's all that white fragility, guys. Oh my lord.
He's actually saying someone needs to kill Destiny for saying the N-word, which is very cool.
Okay.
Calling someone a victim when they get criticism for encouraging their audience to someone is an absolutely insane take. But honestly, I expect no less from Hassan. Hassan also frames this as memeing and bleeping himself. But you know that if literally any right-wing person, or literally anyone who's just not a leftist, like if a liberal had a clip like this, Hassan would say that person should have their life ruined.
Yeah, like I said like before, if it was a white guy doing a bleeps when he said like, crisscross applesauce, and the implication was that he said the N-word, Hassan would be shitting, farting, and coming over that. So,
which is very cool.
Sean is not a victim whatsoever, and it's ridiculous to claim anything of the sort. Even he doesn't seem to think he's a victim. Now for a little bit of lore about live stream fails, as Hassan just mentioned LSF. LSF is basically a subreddit dedicated to the biggest memes and drama clips from the Twitch community. Anytime something insane happens, it gets clipped there.
Is that what I'm supposed to do? Am I supposed to look at LSF stuff and like, look at what's happening today on LSF? Is that what I'm supposed to be doing for content?
If you know the Drama Alert Twitter account, it's basically that, but exclusively for Twitch, basically, right? Well, Hassan got banned from the subreddit because he begged to be taken off after they would clip him and people would make fun of him. Now, originally, the screenshots were...
He sounds like he has real thick skin, guys.
...posted to LSF, but that post is now deleted. I don't know why it was deleted, but it was deleted from LSF. But we have DMs leaked of Hassan begging the LSF mods to not let people clip him anymore because he's sad that people make fun of him. Hey, can I please get taken off LSF?
Maybe that's why he's like falling off, because like that's what keeps him relevant, though. People making fun of him because he's kind of a lolcow now.
Like permanently. I just don't understand why I still get harassed for 2 years now.
Is LSF is a Reddit thing? I don't know, man. Reddit's kind of cringe.
Like, this has become a lolcow thing for the Destiny Brigaders at this point. It's formulaic. It's not about accountability or truth. It's about dunking on me for my view count getting lower. Don't understand why that is
as a black guy.
It's even remotely relevant to the Twitch discourse. It's been like this for years now. Keep in mind, Hassan has undoubtedly made fun of people for having low view counts time and time again. But when it's him, if you make fun of him for having a low view count, it's like,
It's so weird because it's such a stupid thing to make fun of somebody for. Like I've had people make fun of like my low live stream view count. And it's like, where are those people now? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but like, where are you now? My live stream is full of people that are chilling. We like to chill in here. Don't fucking kill it until I attack it. All right, we're chilling in here, bro. We do pretty decently. And it's like, there's some people who are obsessed with like arbitrary numbers. Like, they really don't matter. And it's fucking, and like, those are the same people who, once they start getting harassed for the same thing, once they start getting lower view numbers, they're like, oh my God, and they start spiraling. As if like the fucking world is collapsing in on them. And it's like, oh, that's like, you value the wrong thing. I value money and peace and saying what I believe without being harassed. And I have those things. So, and consistency and longevity. So we're doing pretty well on those fronts.
Why is this relevant? Hey, which thread are you talking about specifically? The one dunking on you for lower view count has already been removed at this time. We found it violating our rules. Yeah, I saw. I assume they'll repost.
How is that violating rules? It's funny.
Again later and brigaded about how the mods are protecting me or something. Yeah, why would people say the mods are protecting you or anything when you're literally messaging one of the mods right now begging him to stop letting people post clips of you to make fun of you? Like, you are being protected by the mods. The point is, it's all LSF is for many. A vector to prop up attacks. Just no utility beyond a place to try and get people to join a lolcow forum on another subreddit. For me, I mean. For others, it's seemingly fine. Been way worse since the game.
I wonder if the people that are lolcowing you, Hassan, would eat this content up of you complaining about being lolcow. Like, I wonder if that makes sense.
Drama, which got XQC to start also doing.
Like, you're literally doing the whole Streisand effect. You're showing your sensitivity.
Same. This is absolute coward behavior. No other streamer would be afforded this kind of treatment in any other subreddit, on any other website, in any other context, literally ever. If I asked a subreddit,
must be his white privilege, guys,
that, you know, a lot of the users hate me, to like remove me because I feel like I'm being made fun of or people are dunking on me for having low views, nothing would happen. Literally nothing would happen. You don't get to dictate what everyone online says about you and cry about it. Like, this is like if I personally begged Elon Musk to censor every tweet that is mean to me. It would be insane. At the end of the day, Hassan cannot handle criticism whatsoever. And now he's complaining.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, he was doing, like, everything aside, he was doing pretty well. I think it was last year or the year before that when he had, like, a no Destiny policy. It was honestly doing well. Like, he wasn't giving Destiny attention, and he was making content with Ethan Klein. And then he fucked that up by letting his community bully Ethan, not defending him in any capacity, even though saying, I know that you meant well, but, you know, you got to be accountable for your words, even if they're out of context. And then, what do we have here? How ironic, Hassan. After that, after the Ethan disconnect, that's when he really started to shoot down. Because you know that those motherfuckers are not real friends anymore. And you want to know what the actual dynamic probably is between Hassan, Ethan, and, Ela, because then that is relevant, and I'll explain to you why. Here's the dynamic. The dynamic is Ethan likes Hassan. Hassan has never liked or respected Ethan, but has seen him as a way to platform himself and introduce himself to a new audience. And Ela is the one that probably doesn't like Hassan because she sees that he's not a real good or true friend. That's probably because Ethan's a little bit of we'll say he's a little, he seems like he maybe doesn't really stick up for himself very well. That's my opinion, right? So, yeah.
That all of the people he knows are being clipped.
It is really interesting that ever since the LSF ban on Destiny attacking me directly, LSF has just been popping off with every single person I know. Just so many new faces on LSF.
Maybe it's because you surround yourself with nut jobs who call for other streamers to on live stream. Maybe that's the reason. Maybe it's not a grand conspiracy against you. Maybe it's because you're a fucking idiot who hangs out with idiots. Just a thought, you know, just my 2 cents. Putting it in the bucket right there. Cha-ching! Another person who's been around Hassan for a while is Frogan, someone many are comparing to a very famous character from the Star Wars franchise.
He's kind of hot, though, if you think about it.
His name Jabba the Hutt. Now, you would think Jabba is a very
Jabba the butt slut. What? Who said that?
Greedy crime boss, basically. Would be someone to be revered.
Very successful crime boss, by the way.
Be similar to, right? Be like, oh, I'm like Jabba. I'm a badass. I'm a boss.
No, nobody actually associates that. I know you're being silly.
I throw my ops in the Sarlacc pit on Phonum grave, on Phonotep's grave. They're dying. They're getting owned. But she doesn't like this comparison very much because people are saying that she looks like Jabba the Hutt. And, you know, I like Jabba's physique, but obviously some people are going to disagree. But, you know, as you guys all know, I'm a chubby chaser. Okay, I like Jabba's physique. He's the ideal woman. No woman will ever be close to Jabba, but I'm getting as close as I can. And she really doesn't like this. Many are comparing her to Jabba the Hutt, you know, to demean her, which I just think is wrong. But I think before I explain why
it's energy's all over the place with this. It's fucking wild.
It's wrong. Why it's so effed up. I think we need to get into a little history about Frogan. When the Streamer Awards were going on, Frogan was nominated for Rising Star, and she won.
Didn't she win twice?
Frogan.
Damn, that guy did not seem like he wanted her to win.
Frogan. Excuse me, what the actual
And then I quit my job full time to stream.
Me too.
I'd like to thank Hassan.
Where's my award, dude?
For being a mentor to me.
Groomer.
And thank you.
despite the fact she has pretty low average viewership. Currently, as of today, it's 154 live.
Yo, stop making fun of that, dude. That's good. That's a good viewership, bro. That's good viewership. Okay, dude. Stop.
Viewers. So
stop doing that. Stop it, dude. It doesn't matter. What do the video views look like?
You're owned. Now, Misgift saw this and said the streamers nominated did not fit the category. I mean, they said rising star, and this person has 150 people watching her today. So yeah, I don't think she rose very much. Misgift said this.
True.
Rising star, an up-and-coming streamer that has grown tremendously over the past year and is on a path to becoming a top streamer. Note that
I would never say that. I wouldn't say that that's growing tremendously. You're like 150 viewers. Like, I think it's a decent count, whether you think I'm coping or not. But a rising streamer, that's fucking wild.
to be eligible, the streamer must have less than 1,000 viewers concurrent. I think that this award's stupid in today's climate.
Oh, less than 1,000 concurrent viewers? Is that why? Okay.
When you're a rising star, you can average over 1,000 viewers pretty quickly. I really don't think that there should be a...
Yeah. That would be the rising star, no? Like, oh yeah, I started last year, I was at like 5 viewers, and now I'm at 1,000. I feel like, I mean, maybe the starting point is less than 150, but, you know.
Cap on 1,000 viewers. Round though, right? Keo, I don't know. Prince, I'm alive, and Frogan. Frogan was there last year. How are you a rising star twice? A falling star award? Bro, that'd be so funny. I would clear.
She took this very personally.
Okay.
And ended up literally crying on stream about it. So this is a very sensitive person.
A falling star award, brother.
And by the way, there's nothing wrong with being a sensitive person, but when you're inserting yourself into this kind of shit, you can't be a sensitive person anymore. You can't be sensitive, but be like part of the online crybaby bully brigade, you know?
It'd be so funny. I would clear.
Wait, what? You gonna cry bit? I'm just kidding.
Honestly, okay, it makes me really upset. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to cry, but it really does make me really upset.
Wow, this is crazy, bro. People called me a pedophile forever because I made a joke calling out somebody who allegedly slept with a 14-year-old, and you're gonna cry because they said that you fell off a little bit? You fucking baby. You fucking baby, dude. You're cringe, bro. Eat the carrot.
It's all fun and games. You're getting all the Tech W's, Omega Lows, Broken Falling Star. I didn't even know this was a thing until somebody tweeted it to me.
You ever consider making content? I feel like half these people just like, they don't even make real content. They just sit there and they get popularity for some reason that's not because their content is particularly interesting. And then they're like, why am I falling off? Well, probably because you haven't put any effort into a content strategy ever. You're not actually trying to keep your shit going. Thank you, Andre Lopez.
I mean, it just sucks because it's like, you know, it's not like it's like some small streamers talking me or whatever, or like somebody, well, it was people in chat talking me. It's like somebody with a platform, a huge platform, not only shitting on me, but making fun of me and opening his chat up to do so.
Now, Frogan, to keep in mind, is a leftist.
Okay, so let's say that happened. Let's say like, oh man, you're gonna make fun of somebody. Oh, Frogan got referenced. Let's go look up what's on Frogan. This is it. This is your channel, Frogan Clips, that you haven't posted on in 2 years. You know, maybe if you had some kind of presence that existed. Oh, she's live right now. What the listening to music right now. Okay, so like what do you have going on here? Like what's going on? Like what content are you pushing out here that would be like, oh, I'm seeing somebody criticize them. Instagram. She doesn't even have a fucking, you have an Instagram. Where's your YouTube video? Where's your consistent content? How do you make money? Like what's like, where's the YouTube? Okay. Frogan. It's just some shorts sometimes. You're not putting, oh, it's a fake abortion video. This is it? A fake abortion?
So I'm kind of disappointed because
fake abortion rage bait. This is what the goal is. Nobody cares about this though.
We love the gigantic ones. One, if you think this is a perfect size crystal.
This is it? What's your content? Why, like, no shit you're falling off. You've done nothing. You've done less work than Boogie 2988. What are you doing? What is your content? Like, what is it? You stream like 3 hours a day. That doesn't seem like there's anything particularly interesting or meaningful in your content. Like what's the pull? Why would people come to you and do you have an OnlyFans? Joke. Why would people come and engage with you? I don't understand. It truly baffles me that like there are so many creators. Like we're just gonna skim through. It's her listening to a bunch of music. She's watching like herself on a podcast, I guess. Talking, watching some other streamers, laughing. Like, where's playing a game? No, watching someone else play a game. It's I feel like skimming through this, I'm not seeing anything of substance other than just kind of like wasting some time. Like, I'm not gonna watch any more of this stuff. Why? I don't understand. Like, I don't understand how you're baffled. Like what? You know what it is? It's that these people blew up in 2020 for no reason, and I'm one of those people. Let's be real. We blew up in 2020 for no discernible fucking reason other than everybody was home and everybody was watching content and everybody was bored. And you got this burst of views and you don't even know why. You thought it's because they liked you. They didn't. They thought they were bored. So you blew up and now like the all of those extra views are gone and you're just like, oh, doesn't anybody like me? Where's the grind to try to figure out a content strategy? It just doesn't exist, and it's so annoying when these people like fucking complain about this shit. It's like, dude, do something, produce content. It's fucking crazy. Like, no wonder she glazes Hassan so hard because that's probably the only thing that gives her any like fucking little bit amount of views. Oh, I'm a Hassan fan, and I have a little bit of an audience. So now she literally couldn't shift. She's completely audience captured because if she did, she would lose the little viewership that she has. Like you're like, it's fucking crazy to me.
Political activist, and as a result, she sometimes makes some very saucy statements. She recently made some funny comments about Ludwig, where apparently
that's true. You blow up because of your amazing personality and common sense, Papa. That's true. You're right. 100% correct. Actually, you're right. I deserve it. Everything. I'm just kidding.
donating to a Palestinian charity was not good enough for her. Like, it was.
That is true. I've always been a little into it. People thought I was kind of funny, so I got that. But still, like when the views dip down for everybody, they dip down for me as well. And like I've been constantly like, okay, I'm trying to figure out a content strategy. You know, the job is easy. It's just about trying to figure out a content strategy. And like, we're still trying to refine every single day, making small experiments here and there. And like, we're always doing a little shift, but where's that effort? I'm not seeing any effort. I don't see any effort to produce videos or any content that would be, people might gravitate towards. Maybe because it just doesn't exist. Maybe nobody really would value for you for that. I don't know.
Not good enough. She needed more.
Ultimately, like if I were to do a charity thing where the charity thing relies on your donations, it should be something where like 95% of people feel good and are down for it. And like ultimately, regardless of what you think, that is not the situation here. So I personally donated 10K because I think it is worthwhile. And if you guys got some extra bread, I would recommend you donate. But I won't throw it on you. You know what I mean? No thanks. And some people are going to say that. You know what I mean? That's why it's the difference.
This is a cracker take.
See, that's what we watched this already in the Frogan video that Stardust did, which was really good. This is the whole thing. It is provocative for attention. There's nothing else of a particular value that this person offers, so they make provocative statements. If they said like, "Oh, this really feels disingenuous," nobody would care. But it's like desperately trying. They want attention. They want people to be like, "Oh my God, you're saying negative things about white people or something." It's attention-seeking behavior over and over again. It's like, okay, like that's boring. Like that's it. Every single time you see something from them, even those couple of shorts we watched, it's all desperately trying to be edgy in some way, shape, or form that they feel is justified based on the sphere that they're in. It's like that's boring. It's like that's all it is. Like you could have had a normal take. You could have uploaded your like a normal, reasonable, intelligent take about how you think it's a little bit shitty that Ludwig is basically, I don't know, admitting that like he's being performative and he's admitting it in some capacity. And some people might have been like, oh, good point. But instead, you have to be as provocative as possible. And it's because nobody cares about you or engages with you unless you're being provocative. There's nothing of particular value there. Nobody's really trying to sit down and like actually engage with what you have to say. And like that's really what's going on here. So
difference between like, hey, I can put my money where my mouth is, but I don't need to put your money there. I don't need to enter a debate about whether that's worthwhile.
Hey, I know Arabs are dying, but not good.
Me, when I'm a privileged Arab living in America and have never faced the same, and I grew up in a wealthy home and I went to a private school and I'm pretending that I understand the oppression.
Tell you to donate. Do whatever you want. Interesting. I don't know. Like I said, thinking about it, like you think of the Twitch streamers that haven't said shit about Palestine. Think about the Twitch streamers that haven't, or like streamers in general. We're gonna go to YouTube as well.
Why are you looking to fucking streamers or YouTubers for takes on Israel and Palestine? That's crazy.
YouTube and Twitch streamers that haven't said shit about Palestine until engagement was threatened, you know? But the ones
sounds like bullying.
that got the most shit for talking about Palestine since October 7th have been me, Caroline, Hassan.
Because you guys are just obnoxious and provocative about it and justify people dying. So
What were we talking about? Oh yeah. Streamers that actually deserve to be shit talked. Okay? Streamers that actually deserve to be shit talked. White saviors is like, oh yeah, you know, me, I donated $10,000, but I'm not gonna promote it. Just don't say you donated.
Well, I mean, you would just argue that him literally saying that is a promotion of it. So, but good job there.
$10,000 then. Look, if you're not actively believing, if you don't believe in the cause, and if you're not against genocide at this point, like, keep your money, keep your $10,000, keep your little chump change. Like, the you want me to say like congratulations?
She called Ludwig a cracker because he did what she wanted. This person is a low IQ individual.
You want me to say like congratulations?
And she's also racist against white people.
Damn, dude, nothing worse than that.
This is a cracker take.
I think we can say that with confidence.
Hey, say cracker. Put a real emphasis on it. Cracker. Can you lend a cracker a pencil?
So Tectone, another streamer, saw this, and he called her out for farming outrage, and also insulted her for being overweight.
What is the point? Like, the only point of this is to farm outrage. Good God.
Yeah, 100%. He's 1,000% correct. Yeah.
Jabba the Hutt just causing issues for no reason, man.
Yeah, I mean, if she's gonna farm outrage, she's gonna farm it right back.
Jesus Christ. Good God, fatty. Going on the internet causing problems rather than going to Hodel gym. Get a fucking grip, you disgusting piece of shit.
Damn. And somebody that plays Lolicon Simulator MMORPG is criticizing you, Frogan, justifiably. You know you fucked up, okay? I don't believe in bullying for being fat, guys. But I do believe in getting bullied for being a bully, okay? So, that's just being real with you.
Now, I think given the comment that she made, you know, insulting Ludwig for his race, I think this is entirely fair. But Hasan and Frogan did see this as over the line, even though she called Ludwig a cracker. And another weight loss streamer, Caseytron, ended...
Weight loss streamer. High calorie individual. Yeah, I feel that.
Up chiming in to just lie about what went on with this entire thing with her very charitable interpretation, saying Destiny and Asmongold's communities are currently feigning outrage over a black man saying slave owners should have been killed. They are brigading and mass reporting him.
Damn.
That's totally accurate. I really can't imagine why someone saying that another streamer should
sleep when you're not waking up again
would be reported on Twitch. That's just a real travesty, isn't it? You know, you're making me rethink things, Caseytron. I feel like I've been on the wrong side the whole time. I feel like I should smoke weed and eat $3,000 worth of Uber Eats a month with you. Can someone please explain to me why men who look like this speak on any woman's appearance?
Oh, I mean, I guess they just know what it means to be ugly. So, how do you like that?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Fat need to shut up, bro. I'm not gonna.
Bro, how the fuck am I supposed to do my quest with this fat fucking piece of shit taking everything from me?
Like, in all respect and all honesty, like, not gonna lie, it'd be a lot of the fat talking. You fat need to shut the fuck up. On God.
Well, thankfully, Tectone stood his ground. He refused to back down. He will not bow. He will not break. He will stand for the Cracker Army firmly and maintain.
Okay. This is so dumb.
His stance on the Jabba question, the Jabba issue. Vote yes on Jabba the Hutt.
Has gotten literally straight up like a 2-week-long conquest of people calling her the worst possible.
So stop being an internet provocateur then. If you don't want that to happen, like, who cares? You're saying edgy shit, and then people are like, I don't like the edgy things you're saying. Stop saying edgy things. Like, it's the coldest take of the fucking century.
Like what? Fat?
Including, but not limited to, Tectone.
Deserved.
Saying that Morgan looks like Jabba the Hutt.
Okay.
Well, she does. I actually have a great image just to describe that exact feeling, actually.
Oh my God.
It's great.
It's funny because he's also outrage farming too, but I think he knows that, you know, he's just doing the counter outrage farm.
Right. It's really great, isn't it? Yeah. And it's deserved. And you want me to tell you why it's deserved? Somebody can change the fact that they're fat. Someone can't change their race. And that's why if you have a problem with somebody body shaming you, then maybe don't race shame.
I agree with that part. You know, obviously it's a little more complicated than that, but obviously I do agree with that part. Like, if you don't shame people, if you're not ready to get shamed yourself, this quest is for fucking pieces of shit. I hope whoever created this quest has an actual terminal cancer right now, because every time you move, you lose a little bit more of the fucking goop that you're trying to fill your thing up with. Like, oh, what if we do a fetch quest that's like really difficult to do? Oh no, I have horrible colon cancer and I died violently on a Disney trip with my kids. That's how I feel right now about this fucking quest. This is insane. This is stupid. Jesus Christ. All right, I finished the quest.
And it's really not that hard.
Sorry.
Don't dish out.
Sorry, guys, that was a little much.
What you can't take back and shut the fuck up.
All of these people, from Sean to Hassan to Frogan playing the victim, are fucking losers. If you can't take it, then don't dish it out. Hassan has been laughing at cops on stream. He's been repeatedly making fun of, anybody under the sun for whatever he perceives as like, oh, that's cringe, which is fine. You can do that.
That's crazy because I feel like white people aren't really hanging out under the sun because we get sunburned very easily. So if he's making fun of everybody under the sun, who do you think's primarily getting criticized? Think about that.
Frogan has been calling people crackers for donating thousands to the cause she supports, which is more than she's ever done as far as I can tell. And Sean is encouraging murder. You know what? I'm going to take the stance that I don't even care if these people do that. Stop fucking crying about it. Actually, Sean, I don't like what he did. But for Frogan, you can call people crackers all you want. I don't really care. But I'm going to fire back. And you know what I'm going to say.
We don't want to hear you say no.
All of these people are cry-bully losers and a cancer on the internet. Hassan would go on to call the people who hate him a community of mentally unwell stalkers and then delete the tweet. Probably because the replies were filled with people calling him out for hypocrisy, or I guess it could be that they all started taking their Prozac at once and are now mentally sound, like all of Hassan's viewers. It's like this dude's mind is fucking mush. He cannot wrap his head around the fact that he is the crazy one. He cannot take criticism. He defends death threats. He brought this all on himself. And for now, the biggest streaming site in the world supports him and all of his friends in their nut job behavior, probably because they can't afford financially to lose Hassan because Twitch is currently slipping into the ocean. Now,
well, yeah, it's not even just that. It's that they've hinged their entire career on just being Hassan fans, and they have nothing else of value. They haven't created a content base to be able to separate themselves from Hassan.
Willie Mac Show ended up posting a new video about Hassan Piker. A lot of it
we watched that.
Covers ground that I've already gone over, but he also brings up the fact that Hassan had a terrorist on stream and then tried to cover it up.
He interviewed a Houthi terrorist and promoted himself the entire time as doing real journalism.
I DM'd him. Bro, are we about to have a Houthi
based
rebel on stream? Yes, brother. What do you mean? Of course I'm about to have a... I'm a journalist, okay? This is journalism.
Me too.
Dude, this is fire. This is exciting. I'm excited. Doing a little bit of real journalism, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, brother. You have cancer. I'm sorry, brother.
Finally.
I agree with Hassan. This would be actual journalism. But the criticism comes from you not asking any real questions. He just wanted to be friends with this guy, asking him about One Piece.
Does he know what One Piece is?
Hey, do you know what One Piece is? I hear it's a little bit better.
One Piece, is that an organization?
No, One Piece is an anime.
The
fuck?
Luffy? Yeah, he said he's been watching.
Did he say Luffy? I swear to God, that's my mother talking to Hispanic people. Oh, Maria! ¿Cómo se llama? All right, Hassan, you're white as fuck. Sorry, dude.
It since he was a kid.
No way!
Yeah.
That's sick.
This is the most popular politics streamer in the world, by the way. I think Earth needs some healing, some serious healing. And of course, after having this guy on stream, he still complains about criticism, and he can't take it. Actual fucking loser. But of course, users on the YouTube drama subreddit had something to say about Willie Mac's video. Some very good takes, as always. Willie Mac
is a bad guy. Don't forget to buy the hat. Don't forget to buy the hat, guys. Don't forget the hat. The Willie Mac hat. It's incredible.
Show drops his latest hit piece on Hassan. It's just him crying over Hassan being pro-Palestine. That's literally it. And of course with that art of him in the thumbnail. If you actually watch the video,
of course, look at this. Look at this transphobic art in the thumbnail. This is fucking insane. Cancel Willie Mac for being transphobic.
Over Hassan being pro-Palestine. That's literally it. And of course with that art of him in the thumbnail. If you actually watch the video, it has nothing to do with his support of Palestine and everything to do with the way he supports them. By being dishonest, of course. You can support the Palestinian cause.
I support a lot of Palestinians. A lot of them that do OnlyFans, of course.
And the plight of the people in the region and not want people to fucking die without being a dishonest hack. Can Hassan do that? No, of course he cannot. Not that any of these people watched the video, of course, which they all admitted in the replies. Sounds like you didn't watch the video. Dude legit gets all the facts from Twitter and speaks as if he has a nuanced take. Keep in mind he's talking about Hassan here. And this person said, well, yeah, I haven't watched the video. I've got a lot on my plate right now, so I probably won't. How would you say?
Got a lot on my plate right now. Really trying to beat the newest Pokemon game that is the same as every other Pokemon game and has made no reasonable effort to actually make it more interesting or entertaining or update the system.
Summarize it. If you've watched it, what would you say are the main points? Did anyone watch the video? I don't think anyone wants to watch it. Very informed, as always. Now, some familiar faces are on Hassan and the tankie side. If you don't know what a tankie is, basically just like a fucking crazy communist.
It's like a tank top.
Online, to my understanding anyway. Take items, for example. He liked a tweet by Mike from PA, the guy who said it was on site at TwitchCon if he saw Destiny.
I dealt with kids like this all the time in high school and as an adult. You have to at some point respond, but keeping it to section about character and not physically is great. I mean, listen. All I'm saying is on site, we all have.
This guy looks like a pussy. I'm just going to be real with you, brother. I mean, if somebody that actually looked like he would on-site Destiny said it's on-site, then I would have been like, okay, cool. But this guy looks like he just looks like it. He just doesn't look like he's doing anything on-site. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, brother.
Different ways that we react, you know. So I would like him to come to TwitchCon, and we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens, guys. I'm gonna really knock you out, buddy. If you step 1 foot close to TwitchCon, I'm gonna give you a doozy. I'm really gonna give you one. I'm gonna give you a shiner. Bam, boom, straight to the moon. If you come over here, Destiny, I'm gonna frick you up so friggin' hard. I'm gonna frick you up, dude.
I have enough. I can afford all the lawyers.
It depends. It's not like the attacks against me are rooted in any type of factual foundation.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone is terrified of this guy. I mean, look at his physique, dude. It's marvelous. It's magnificent. He's bloat maxing. He's doing a round bulk.
Fucking bloat max.
Bulk right now. I mean, I personally am scared. Like, this guy doesn't even need a gun. Like, he comes up to you, it's over in one punch, dude. You should be terrified.
One punch man right there.
I love when people are clearly out of shape basement dwellers who are extremely lazy, but they act like they're a real threat to anyone.
Show us the quads, Tom. I want to see your fucking quads. You talk about going to the gym. Show me your quads, pussy. I want to see the fucking quads, bro. I'm tired of this shit.
I do love it. They should do it more often because I want to make more videos about them. And there are people peripheral to Hassan making similar comments about Destiny and all this stuff, of course. But things are slowly but surely turning around. Sure, irrelevant losers who clout suck off of Hassan Piker, those guys, they defend him and his behavior. That's going to happen, right? You're going to have some stragglers here and there. They protect their own. And on Twitter, their insane audiences similarly defend him. But other streamers, they're starting to see the light.
Videos are biased AF. Ask Hassan instead. Brother, don't be honest with you, dude. Don't be ask Hassan for the...
I can't understand what he's saying.
Brother, recently Hassan's thing have been radicalized, brother. Dude. This comes from a bum my heart, okay? Dude, I ain't mind Hassan. You guys know that 100%. But recently, like, just his takes are like fundamentally radicalized, and I think it's just, I don't know, dude. Like, I'm not even like trying to preach to the choir, like trying to make some shit. Like, it's like destructive. It's insane.
Say it again. Frogan's a fucking idiot.
Ooh, I can't believe you're bullying this Muslim girl. It's terrible.
Like, it's not even a question. She's a fucking moron. Like, okay, like that's pretty easy to say, right? Yeah, it was stupid for her to say that. I don't know why she said that. That's dumb. And by the way, I don't know why Hassan makes excuses for it. I don't. It's so counterproductive. It helps no one, and all it does is, in my opinion, radicalize people against you.
And honestly,
yeah, pretty much. That's the truth.
How could they not? The clips of how unhinged Hassan is have been piling up, and it's time for a change.
Literally implied that Jewish Voice for Peace would be akin to a capo in this circumstance. You are
so bad faith for saying that, and you for even like putting that out in the world. Re-education?
Re-education, certainly, yeah. I know that's like a trigger word. No, not like that.
Yeah, kill them. Kill these motherfuckers in a video game. Sorry. Holy shit. You must kill these motherfuckers in the street. Let the streets soak in their fucking red capitalist bloods, dude.
Ooh, it's so interesting because, like, at the end of the day, everybody, like, it seems like all these people are just trying to be edgy for the sake of being edgy, but then they'll criticize somebody else being edgy of like, oh, why are you being edgy? But it's so disproportionate. Like, I'm a little edgy, right? I think. Like, Hassan's sitting here just saying as much as he can get away with, and then he'll turn around and he'll try to criticize someone else for saying as much as he can get away with. You know, if you were like Hassan in this community, how are you going to criticize Destiny for saying slurs when you're doing as much as you feel like you can do without losing your audience? You're doing the same fucking thing. You're being like incredibly provocative. It's just like for attention. It's attention-seeking behavior. It's female behavior, guys. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry for insulting all women by comparing you to Hassan.
In debates with people more informed than you, like Ethan's a good debater and communicator, but why not talk to more academics on these issues? Because wait, what? Only see the looting of
because what? Well,
Target. You don't see the redistribution of the goods that they took from Target back to the community. America deserved 9/11, dude.
Oh, I just farted.
I'm saying it.
Destiny could just come in at the beginning and give us the right answer right away instead of making us wait. Yeah.
It's such a fucking thing to say. Like,
oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Twitch is a truly terrible platform. They ban people for almost nothing, and then they allow these people to exist on their site unmitigated.
I like YouTube. I like being on YouTube. It's a nice one. Good streaming service.
Because they're afraid of the backlash they would face if they were to actually ban them. And these are the people who they should be banning. Not necessarily Hassan, but definitely Sean. That guy, I mean...
I don't know if it's afraid that they're... I mean, they might be afraid of the backlash if they... What the fuck is going on here? If they ban them. But I feel like it's more that they just... Nobody's outraged enough for them to care enough to ban them, right? Like, I feel like that's what they're probably trying not to ban people unless they feel like they're in a position where they're pressured to do so. What the hell did you play?
he just shouldn't be on the website, right? Honestly, if they allow the banned people back on and just let it all happen, I would be less mad. But their inconsistency is the worst part of it all. Thankfully, people kind of realize that, and I wouldn't be surprised if in a few years, Twitch is gone. As for the people I talked about in this video, well, their careers have barely begun anyway, but long term, saying insane stuff like this and it being the thing people know you for definitely will hurt you. And I mean, they made their bed with that one. There's nothing you can do to save them. As online leftism, at least as we know it, slowly fades in popularity, a new wave of creators will come to replace them. And the world
will definitely come.
Will be here. And I will just be here, laughing at all of it, waiting for the next community of idiots to make fun of, whether they're right wing like we did with the red pill guys, whether they're left wing like we do with the Twitch politics people, whoever it is, I'll be kegging.
Boys, let's check what's going on Twitch.
This is a cracker take.
About whether that's worthwhile?
Oh, no, that's not my jam.
30K to anyone who'll make this dipshit disappear.
Oh, hell no.
That's what you get. When you don't murder every single slave owner, you get destiny.
Damn, imagine tuning into Twitch and that's like the first thing that you see. I wonder what I would see if I went to Twitch.
Thank you for the 10,
This person
20.
trans?
Exclamation point wiki, how?
What the fuck is this? Oh shit, I think I guessed. I think they said something LGBTQIA in there. I think I was right. I'm not being disrespectful, by the way. I was just curious. Wow, incredible. Incredible stuff. How did he not have to pay ads when he was... Wow, wait, this was an edit. All right, anyway. All right, cool. Anyway, good video.